Hi, Dave the Grey, and tonight we hairy game lords have been playing this Northgard from Studio H. What did we think? Find out. Hi, Dave the Grey. I'm going first because then I can leg it for the door. So, Northgard, as you can probably tell by this cheeky grin, I won. More on that later. So, Northgard, it's one of those explore. You have these tiles that you gradually expand the map as you find new lands to put your little buildings on, to gather resources, and to put your little warriors on. Lots and lots of men on a map. Got to love it. I love a dudes on a map game. And this map is very cool. So yeah, you expand. You start with a very limited deck of cards. And at the end of every round, you get more cool cards that let you do more stuff all at the same time. So rather than just, I'm going to recruit and that's all I can do. I'm going to move. That's all I can do. You get feasts, and you also have a slight asymmetry that let you take advantage of different parts of the map, better or worse than other people. And because we were wearing our big boy pants, you also get an optional extra of these guys. You've got monsters that come along and basically just make your life really hard. Some of them aren't too bad. Wolves, they're mildly irksome. Valkyries, they will kick the living bejesus out of you. And they'll just stay there and carry on doing it for a long time until you actually manage to get enough stuff to go and actually kill them. But that is not that easy. How do you win? I hear you cry. Well,
how did you win?
Two ways to win. Either at the end of 6 rounds, it's whoever's got the most points. You get points by doing loads of stuff, building particular buildings, and generally getting a nice, well-rounded, explored land with lots of nice borders and your people controlling it. Or you can win at any point by having 3 areas with a large building. At any point, once you've got 3 enclosed areas with a big building plonked in the middle of it, you win at the end of the round. So, as you can probably tell by the general air and babble in the background, it was turn 5. I was going last. My victory points were not looking too shiny. Pete was gearing up for his normal end of game. Look, I've got all these points for this and this and this. End game scoring Pete. I had a choice. It was a fairly straightforward choice. I could either lose, like that was going to happen. I could take a risk on exploring 1 square and hoping that that enclosed my final territory. Or Martin had a spot of bother with a Valkyrie and all of his armies had wandered over there. And my army was right next to him. And he'd kind of left the door, just sort of on the latch. And it's normally a very trusting neighbourhood around where we are. Apart from me, I kind of kicked his door in and invaded his territory. And then I suddenly had 3 enclosed areas and I could build a building. Turn 5? What were the win con? I seem to have won. And now everybody's angry and there are lots of salty tears and I'm off everybody's Christmas card lists. And you know what? It was worth it. I'd do it again in an instant. 2 thumbs up just for that.
What a
Tons of fun. Love it.
Martin here, and I am angry. Not only did Dave the backstabbing Greg break a gentleman's agreement.
Yes, that's right.
Because we both had issues with Valkyries, and I sent the might of the Vikings army to go destroy mine, and he ran away from his. Coward. Absolute coward. Not only did he run away, he then infiltrated my back door. Straight into my land. It's not good. And everyone, he is now banished. But this game, loads of fun, loads of different possibilities for it. Get involved, just do it. Don't play with Dave.
Bearded Lady, yes, this game. Well, both Dave and I have got involved with this game because we like this type of game. I love the artwork in this game. On these cards here, look at that. What I also love is that I feel like some of our beards are represented in some of these cards. I think Martin is pretty much represented throughout the whole game. Here's Martin. Oh, here's Martin. There we go. Oh, there's James.
What?
Child.
That's fair.
So you've got great artwork on the cards. You've got this kind of like cartoony-ish kind of feel on the tiles. Then you've got all of the matching resources on there. So you're gathering resources. You're building your buildings, building up your defences. You've got all of your mandems, your peeps.
That's what the Vikings call
That's
it.
it. That's it. You've got these awesome minis going on with the monsters. Check out that bear. Fantastic. Unfortunately, though, the bear was just annoying. Just an annoying monster. What did he do? He stopped you from
Using buildings, wasn't it?
using the buildings. Just annoying. But, of course, the person who gets the crown for the most annoying in this game is Dave. And the reason being, yes, he has explained why, and as has Martin, but we all had a gentleman's agreement.
It was so civil.
We did.
Me and Martin had a very slight one.
There was a point in the game where I was building for my third building, and Dave was a bit like, oh, what are you doing there? James also, Ange, are you going to finish out the game really quickly by building the third building? I was like, I could do that, but I feel like
Just cheap,
it's
isn't
a
it?
cheap game to do that. It doesn't even come down to points or anything like that. Everybody's building up for points. You've got end scoring possibilities coming in as well. I was doing so well, ending up I was going to win it on that point, on those points alone. And so I said, what we'll do, guys, is I won't go for the cheap shot of an ending and do this. We'll just play it all out. We'll go down to victory points. Everyone's like, yeah. Even Dave.
I saw it.
He's like, yeah. The anger at this table. I don't think I've ever experienced the eruption of absolute betrayal, pure seething hatred. Oh my word. Martin's chair was kicked over. A rage came over him like that I've not seen for years. I knew that Dave was going to get pushed out of a nearest window if something didn't happen. And so what we did is we said, don't worry. Although Dave has won, we're still going to count up as well. We're going to have 2 winners. This game, as you can see, you can have a lot of fun with this game. And this game delivers a great evening of entertainment with all of the stuff contributing to it. Really enjoyed this game. And as you can see, us Hairy Game Lords will be talking about this particular game for many years to come. Dave. Good times.
So, slightly beardy James here. I think we've had quite a well-rounded review so far. Firstly, before I carry on with some of the things I was going to say, don't go full Dave. I think no one never go full Dave. Although actually, by going full Dave, I mean playing to win, which Dave did very well, and we applaud him for that. So, one of the things I really enjoyed about this game is...
Hang on. You've just got this like salty tear.
Oh, get back in there. There we go. Right. So one of the things I really enjoyed about this game, and I kind of was just doing my own thing. I love building. I don't like fighting. I don't like people getting each other's land and doing all that kind of stuff. I like exploring and building. And so I used these yellow lines to my advantage. These yellow lines, as you're putting them out, give you these kind of hard borders almost. It isn't till later on in the game, when you've got better cards, that you can get your Vikings across those hard borders. And so I built myself, just through the draws that I could get of the different tiles, built myself this mountain. And I was on the other side of it, and I gave myself a really nice stretch of land to explore and expand into. It was just idyllic. And so I'd like to think in my own personal way I won. But the other thing I'd like to say about this is, like, this is a game made of tiles, and these tiles are nice jaggedy ones. The thing that I kind of felt from this by the end of it was the map, as we kind of built it out of what was essentially squares, felt quite organic. Now, it is just triangles and squares, but the way that it's been drawn, designed, it came together in a very kind of flowing, organic way. So well done to the artist and designers there. The other thing is, I just really liked the way that you could better yourself in this game. So all the way through, I mean, morally, ethically, you could better yourself through this game by making good kind of decisions diplomatically, but I really love the way that you can thin out your deck. It's got that same kind of thing as like it's been very popular recently with things like Arnak and all that kind of stuff. Your action deck, and you can thin it out. You can get cards which give you, so for example, this one here gives you a lot of flexibility. Or you can try and go down some specialised routes with the cards. You can go for hard-hitting attacks. You can do an attack with a move out. You can do all kinds of things like that. I really like the way that you can build your like mini kind of clan of Vikings in the way that you want to be a Viking. And so I really enjoyed building and exploring, and it was lovely. And we had a pet bear. We had a pet wolf. And we just watched from afar whilst the world collapsed on itself, north of my borders. Really enjoyed this.
James, the lovely Viking.
Pete, the hipster king, just here with a little fact check. You have been lied to 3 times today during this review. Dave said, tonight we have been playing. I'm here. I didn't play this game. That was the second lie, because Dave said, I played the game, I wasn't here. And the third time Dave lied was when he said there wasn't a gentleman's agreement. It went off on Facebook Messenger. I wasn't even in the country, and it went off. It was clear something massive had happened on Airy Game Lord night. There was a real betrayal of trust. There was a clear agreement amongst the team here that what was going to happen, and Dave went absolutely against this. He's sick in the head.